Up next, we have dear Adam Young, founder and creative director of FRAY Studio, who are here to present a theme that they're calling redefining live music through design and real-time tech. Welcome,
Thank you.
Adam.
Nice.
Where would you like to start? Would you like to play a presentation?
I'll jump straight in. So I'm from FRAY Studio. We have been going for 10 years now. We have
10 years.
Yeah, we've got a history in like avant-garde theatre and opera, but increasingly we have moved over to live music. And we work with artists such as like Coldplay, Liam Gallagher, Sleep Token, Fontaine's DC. Um,
I need you to put your mic. I need you to speak really close into your mic. Like this is like like a radio show,
sorry.
and they're very specific, unidirectional. So you kind of have to, yeah. That way we can hear you. Thank you. Sorry.
And we make video content for all of these shows, and increasingly we are pivoting away from traditional video content and kind of moving more towards real-time content. So rather than playing a video file back during the show, we actually use a bit of software. So it's kind of like a game engine. And it has many benefits because it means that we can kind of customize every single show based on the location. It can adapt based on what the band are performing. We can integrate live cameras into the video content. And it just allows like a really fast workflow so we can change things as and when. And increasingly, we're looking at ways that we can kind of increase fans' interaction with the show directly and with the content that's being used on the screens, whether that's in the moment or kind of people submitting things beforehand or like a photo booth before a show, and then their photos can kind of end up in the show that night.
Okay.
Or like with Glass Animals, we did like the start of the show. Every show started with like a zoom in from space and kind of crashed through the roof of every venue that they were performing in. And that was something that the operator, he could just type in the name of the venue each night and kind of hit play and it would just do that. So yeah, we're moving away from making content in traditional ways and kind of moving more into making software. And we're essentially just we're trying to find artists who are brave enough to try these things and take the plunge and kind of see what we can make with them.
Well, that seems kind of easy nowadays because now an artist can't go on stage without visuals. Yeah, I mean you can, but nowadays you look at the festival, the Primavera Sound. The display of screens and everything, and the endless possibilities of being able to interact with them are offering new creative inputs, aren't they? When you say that you can do what you did with Glass Animals, which is zoom in from the space into the venue, do you link with satellites?
We're just using kind of like Google data and like various virtual data, and it just kind of streams it all down off the internet and kind of just goes straight into the media server, and you just hit play and away we go.
And is that with the software that you design for the companies and the artists?
So we're using software that is commercially available.
Yeah.
Like Unreal Engine is made primarily for making video games, but we're using it in live shows instead. And it's just kind of using software that is available, but in a different way than it's meant to be used to kind of, yeah.
So this is stuff that's available, right? And maybe if I might have to pay like a subscription or something to use this. So if I'm an independent creator for an artist, I can use you, or the idea is that the artist goes straight to you?
Yeah, both.
Okay, both. There's both options. Ah, fantastic. And as you were saying at the beginning, you started mainly with theater and opera. How come not the other way around? Because usually, I feel that there's more live music events during the week than operas. I might be wrong.
I think it's just the training that we had, and like me and my business partner, where we started, we went to a drama school and kind of just ended up working in lots of opera houses all over the world. And then it teaches you how to weave a narrative into a live music show. So rather than just making 24 different bits of content for a live music show, you kind of think about it overall and how that fits together as a story over the whole evening. Even if it's not a proper narrative, it's kind of, it all needs to hold together to create like a cohesive language across an evening.
It's it's fascinating because now artists always want to create experiences with their fans or their audience in real time. But obviously, usually back in the day, you would need to first of all approve content that was being sent, maybe by the audience members. But what you're saying is that in real time, someone like Tali XCX can actually, with your technology, can create yeah, like dialogue or communication with her audience in a way that's that's I don't know, artistic.
Yeah, and like even for the artists themselves, like when we worked with Glass Animals last summer, they really leaned into the idea of it. So there's entire parts of the show where like everything that's happening on screen is linked directly to their instruments. So like
Yeah.
to the drums, to the snare, to the cymbal, like to his guitar, to his voice. And if like when they stopped playing, like in rehearsals, if they just stopped, everything on the screen would die because everything is being controlled by what they're playing. It just gives them full control over what's happening around them.
And do you guide because I can see that the possibilities are infinite. Do you sort of guide the artists so that they know, how to get something done? Because I mean, you could go on forever, like, oh, I would like to have this and that and a rocket and chat with people halfway through the show. I don't know how.
Yeah, some people will come with very ambitious ideas of their own,
Yeah,
and we work out how to achieve them. And then with other people, they just don't know what the possibilities are. So for us, it's then kind of working with them to kind of like give them a bunch of options and kind of like here's the types of things you could do. Like which bits are you interested in?
yeah. So you do have like a creative department in Frey.
Yeah,
You are a creative
yeah.
department. Yeah, it makes it easier, obviously. What kind of tools and software do you use to create adaptive visuals? You were saying that some of it is open source stuff that's available, but have you developed your own kind of tools?
Yeah, so we tend to combine lots of different things. So there's a bit of software called Notch that we use, which is specifically for live entertainment. We use TouchDesigner, Unreal Engine, and then the issue is you end up wanting to use all of these different things and they don't natively work together. So then that's where we have to kind of come in and develop something that kind of links all of those bits of software together to be able to work as one. Yeah.
How many are you in FRAY Studio?
There's 8 of us.
Wow. So yeah, because when say you've got more than one project going on at the same time, are you able to offer support? Like say one of the artists that's using your technology, they've got a gig over the weekend, but you've also got someone else in Manchester and someone else playing Glastonbury.
Yeah, there's generally 8 of us who kind of make the shows, and then we get it through to the first show. And then at that point, we have a very trusted network of operators who kind
Okay.
of then tour with the band and with the show. And they're very good at looking after it and kind of maintaining it on the road. And then we're always there to kind of as backup and to fix anything when it breaks. As backup and to fix anything when it breaks.
Because usually the way things used to work is you train people with new software and stuff, and you train people who know how to learn these things fast and set them off. Is it easy to train people for this kind of groundbreaking technology in this stage that you're at now?
No, every time we bring someone new in, it probably takes a year to kind of get them up to speed and to kind of get them into the workflow and how it all works and how we work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Okay, but how many years have you been working on this?
um, probably the last 5 years or so.
It's still it's a young baby.
Yeah, still developing.
Yeah,
Kind of every year it feels like it moves on very quickly.
yeah.
But it's just finding people to collaborate with who want to take the leap and want to kind of take the risk.
Have you tried DMing, like sending it? Instagram DMs.
We've tried everything.
It works for these, you know, a lot of the artists we speak to. Oh, I just sent Kendrick a DM and he replied, "Is like, yeah, guest on my verse." So maybe you have to, I imagine that most artists would be interested in what you have to offer. Who do you have in your sights who you think could help you amplify the, you know, the work that you're doing?
Oh, I don't know. There's who is there? I mean, Glass Animals have kind of been the biggest one for us of recent, who just full-heartedly stepped into it and was just like, yeah, do what you do.
Yeah.
And like we've just finished working with Sleep Token, and that's kind of a similar thing of like, we understand what you do. Please just get on with it. So yeah, it's nice to find people who kind of trust you and let you showcase what you can do, to then kind of attract more people to come in, join us.
Is it only cultural kind of events like opera, theater, music that you're interested in, or would you see your technology being able to help in other areas?
I mean, we work across, yeah, it works across a lot of other things. We've done, we do quite a lot of exhibitions for museums as well to kind of make them interactive. And then even down to like very niche things, like we recently finished an installation for like a super yacht, who just wanted one of the bars on the boat. They wanted like to be really interactive and kind of playful for whoever the owner was. So we kind of just developed something to be installed onto a yacht.
Fascinating. So yeah, so you also accept independent clients that have nothing to, you know, they
Yeah.
just want a bar that interacts with on their super yacht. We can relate to that. We all know what it's like when you've got your yachts and I'm bored with the bar. I want to set up where, you know, I can see Mars as I'm pouring a Negroni. Sorry. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you very
Is there anything else that I'm missing that you'd like to show from your presentation?
much. That's it for me.
Well, thank you very much for coming here to present this project, Adam.
Cool. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the festival.
Thank you.